Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, LFC fans around the world. Wow, it has been a long minute. It's when you're doing content, and especially me, where it's just sort of just starting off and just doing what you enjoy, which is talking about a great game and sharing it with other people. Not a big content creator, not one of these ones like Copish or Anfield Agenda who got loads of 100,000, 200,000 million subscribers, 200,000 subscribers. I'm just starting up and really just sharing. And we have the realities of everyday life. So, work commitments and stuff like that can affect us in terms of enough time to actually share content. But it's great to be back. Lots happened in that time. I just want to do a little brief synopsis of things that have happened in the game with Liverpool and obviously our current game that we're playing tonight against Southampton in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. So if I go back, I'll pick up the Newcastle game. We knew Newcastle would be a challenge. We knew that, it's not easy to get results in St James's Park. But actually, it was opportunity. We came back from being down twice and came back to leading the game. And I think we deserve to actually get a result in that one. Mistakes again cost us. Defensively, we didn't look strong enough again with Konate now injured. You can see where we're missing Konate. You can see the cohesion that we get with Konate and Van Dijk's partnership. And you can see when Kwanzaa comes in or when we've got Gomez, it's not quite the same. Although attacking wise, you can see what we could do. 3 goals in a game. And we really, really pressed on them in the second half. First half, bit of a struggle. We allowed them to really cut us open many times, especially down the right-hand side with Anthony Gordon. And it really showed for me, although we didn't get the result, it showed a resilience to keep together and to get a result one way or another. Whether it's a point, yes, Chelsea are clawing up close behind us, but really, sometimes in the league, the ability to get at least a point out of a difficult game. We've only lost once in the league. City lose again. City lose to United when they're 1-0 up. How many games now in a row? 6, 7? How many games have they won out last 10? They're not getting results. Arsenal dropping points. So where sometimes you can look back and say, actually, we've navigated this period and we got a point. Girona, we came away with a win. Maximum points so far, Champions League. That's great. No one else. We signed off from that. We could have played a weakened team, but coach keeps to his values, which is let's keep going with all our players. We have got injuries at the moment. We have got concerns. Obviously, Jota now has just come back in our last game. Addison's now back. Bradley's obviously a little bit away. And Konate is a little bit away. And we can see that Trent is just currently struggling a little bit. I think fitness-wise, really, I think that's down to his performances recently, where he's just come back and he's just been thrust into it, and it's just catching up with him. Then we look at Fulham. Disappointing. Best us get a win, but actually, when you look at it again, and I don't like making excuses, but the referee was atrocious. I'm sorry. Am I the only one who sees studs on a knee on Robbo, which affected him for the next 10 minutes? And I was calling it when I was watching the game. I was thinking, Robbo looks not well. Robbo looks a yard off it. I think he needs to come off. That was an impact on the knee. Studs. Hi. I mean, come on. We've seen red cards given for less. We've seen Liverpool players getting red cards for hitting the ball and then just going past the ball after contact, touching someone's ankle. But yet, full studs in the knee. Not just that, later on, Achilles. Studs in the back of Achilles. Not given his red card. And we've even had, it was Dermot Gallagher, of all people, actually said, yeah, the guy should be sent off. Against Robbo, the foul that Robbo made, players going away from goal. Referee played on. Player had a shot. And why is there a red card? Why? Putting us to 10 men from the 17th minute. And we did remarkably against a Fulham team that's doing pretty well. Got good result against Arsenal. Yeah, I think they drew against Chelsea, got a result against Chelsea, against City. They're doing really well. And they had a game plan to attack us on both flanks. Anthony Robinson for Fulham left-hand side, excellent. I would love to see him at Liverpool. Love to see him at Liverpool. They attacked us from both flanks. But then we had 10 men. It was easy for them to be able to get through. But yet we got through. We dominated possession. We had over 67% possession. And they were tiring and we created chances and we should have come away with a win. We should have come away with a win. And we had opportunities. And it's right that the manager's proud of the players because, again, we could have dropped points. I've seen it in Jurgen's times. These kind of games would have been dropped points. When I say drop points, I mean a loss. 0 points. Getting 1 point was still important. Yes, Chelsea 2 points behind us. But win the game in hand, we go 5 points up. And we can see what's happened to our rivals Arsenal. I can see City. So we'll consolidate that as well against them. Chelsea at the moment are our closest rivals. And let's recognise that. And, we haven't done much wrong in terms of what's happened over the last 2 weeks. I've just shared about Newcastle. They'll get results against anyone. They think they'll beat City this season. Fulham. And the reality is there. And this VAR and the referees, I think, look, it's becoming a joke. And the fact that when you watch Slot, he's not someone who is even like a Jurgen Klopp on the touchline. Please explain to me how you can get how many yellow cards to get suspension. Really? Come on. But anyway, so now we go to the game today against Fulham. Fulham, Southampton. Really, really, really hope we put out a strong squad. But, come on guys, I think reality is that we need to give players a rest. Virgil needs a rest. Yeah, we can't have an injury to Virgil, so Virgil needs a rest. So I suppose if we're looking at it, left side, Robbo, because Robbo will be suspended for the league unless we get an appeal in. I presume he's allowed to play the cup, so I presume Robbo will be playing left. Simicast obviously injured, so I presume Robbo left unless we bring one of the academy boys in. I'll expect Kwanzaa and Gomez to be playing centre. And I would expect, again, Bradley's not, so hopefully, if Trent hasn't got a little niggle, it may be Trent, but again, we may see someone else playing on there. Then we look at midfield. I think Endō will start this time. I believe because McAllister was but he was suspended. So I think McAllister will be able to start this game. Szoboszlai put in some minutes against Fulham, running miles. I think he needs a rest, so it could be a Harvey Elliott coming in, or Curtis Jones, one of the two. I would expect Salah to be on the right, always wants to play. I would expect Núñez to get an opportunity again. He needs poor guy, he needs to pick me up. I feel for him. So many people like the guy and have backed him up many times. So when we have an opposite views, it just gets to a point where sometimes your own resilience is like, I can't back him anymore. He's got to just walk himself and back himself, put his head up and start banging some goals. And there's a great layoff for Jota. Fantastic. I would expect Jota to be rested this game. I think from what I heard, Jota didn't train, so we don't want to take any risk with Jota. So would expect to be Gakpo, Núñez, and Gakpo, Diaz and left. I think it'd be Gakpo this time. And that'd be starting lineup. We may see some more academy boys playing, but hopefully, look, it's a quarterfinal. Let's respect where we are, where we got to. Opportunity gets to the semi-final. Opportunities get close to the final. Under Slot, let's take opportunities while we can. But he's walking a tightrope. We're keeping the players fit. I'm going for a Liverpool win. Southampton did not turn up against Tottenham. They got totally railroaded. And we need to do the same to them. Obviously, I know we may have a different lineup. But it's good to be back. It's good to be talking to you again. Just work commitments, just sort of has meant that I didn't have enough time to do content. Really. But I'd appreciate a like, subscribe, click on notifications, comment, let me know what your starting lineup will be for today's game. You let me know your opinions about the last 2 weeks. And really share it amongst your WhatsApp group, share it amongst your YouTube, whatever. Just share the content. The more you share it, the algorithms, and it'll help people like me who are just talking about football. I have not got no fancy gadgets at the moment. I'm just talking about the game and the game I love, and really just sort of sharing that with you. And it'll be Liverpool content, it'll be other content. I do want to do a lot more on other teams. So that'll be something I'll be doing in the future as I sort of manage my schedule. But obviously Liverpool's my bread and butter, and that's what I like talking about. So Slot's doing well. Keep going. We've had a little tricky month. Yes, Slot was manager of the month. And yes, we also had Salah was player of the month. So we could get it wrong. Could be wrong. But, well done. And we keep moving on. And I think definitely getting through December into January, that we'll see where we're at. Get through the next few games, get some results. Let's get some 3 points back in the basket, and we should be fine. Talk to you later.